Hi guys, Frans here. Welcome back to another episode of Knights and Dragons. And in today's episode we're going to do the global recap, and this is actually going to be a actual recap, because in the EU video it was like more enhancing the Doom Obsidian or whatever it was called, Wave Barrier, excuse me. I keep mispronouncing that name for some reason. This is my fifth alt maybe? This is number 6. And yeah, as you can see it doesn't really have a lot of good Shadow Forge, but it's getting there honestly, and especially with this latest addition to my collection, as General Grievous would say with his fucking lightsabers, the Beastalker's Visage. This one isn't bad at all, honestly, because it has stats of 50, 300, 4500, and it's the plus, so I don't know if this is the regular stats. Is it? No, it's the plus stats. Okay, I see. It doesn't show that it's the plus stats, but okay. But it's already better than Mandrake, Aegis, and Clepsydra, for example, and it looks good too. The elements are not a nice combo, but it's outdated as fuck. But that doesn't mean that it's not good for this account, because I could use it. I really could use it. But now I want to see on Beastalker's Visage. Yeah, we can just put it on here. So yeah, I'm not going to enhance this one because we're going to do a recap on this Guild War. And we're going to try and see if we can get the top 10 right again. Because last time I was actually right about the number 10 being Family of Honor. Didn't even know that that was the case. But let's just go over this. So Mr. Area Down, once again, with his 1.2 million, you know, this was a free-to-play, by the way. And this guy just decided to go for 1.2 million. Otherwise, this would have turned into a top 50 instead of a top 25. So we have 3 families that are labeled as unallianced or indie, whatever you want to call it. My own family, the Reckless family, the Brotherhood, or the Brotherhood for Life, as they call themselves, and the Killer Order. So yeah, I actually give a proper shout out to you right now, Seth. Because last time I actually mentioned the Killer Order, but I didn't mention Seth in particular, but now I did, so here you go. He was also on this run, but he didn't do a lot, I believe, but I'll get to that in a bit. So we are 3 families that are working together as a small, I guess a small indie, unallianced branch slash family, or we are an alliance on our own, you know, and we're quite small, but it's actually working, because as you can see, top 25 as an indie guild in WAS is quite hard to get, honestly, because you would have to find a way to get a lot of strips from your opponents. There's only a couple guilds that can get top 25 plus, such as the Terrible Bones, Unity, and maybe Dragons. I don't really see them a lot anymore, but we have Virgo. I don't know why he went ham on this, but you can also see that there's a lot of people that actually went quite ham on a free-to-play. You know, and myself got like 50k, yeah, 42k, and yeah, is everybody. There's a lot of alts in this one. Yeah, and here we have Seth, of course, the one that I talked about. He even has more accounts than me. I don't know why. I don't know why you would do that, but that way you can fill your own entire guild. He has 24 accounts. Why the fuck would you need 24 fucking accounts, honestly? I have 16 and half of them are shared, because sometimes people ask me to take over their account for a while, and I'm just like, sure, why not, you know? And yeah, let's just go over this war shortly. So yeah, there were a lot of frenzies going on, and yeah, the first couple wars, of course, were quite good wars. Gamers United, Zombie Killers, blah blah blah. We got a lot of strips, by the way, from every alliance. That's the thing. If you go indie, we actually decided to make our own mini mass declare room, so we could declare together. Meaning, like, we have like 6 or 7 guilds that are participating in a mass declare room, and everybody loved it. Honestly, for as far as I've seen, everybody loved it, because we actually got like 2 or 3 matches together, you know, with each other's guilds. But we also got a lot of matches from maybe We Stand United or NWO, you know. And the thing is, we are labeled as non-strip, or at least the Reckless family is labeled as non-strip in NWO. You know what the best part is about being labeled as non-strip? If your opponent is stripped and he can't dress because he's asleep or something, you're having the advantage. And that's nice about being indie. I've changed my line biography, I guess, and I actually put in there like, hey, I'm indie / unallianced, you know, because I honestly don't want to call myself indie if I'm still being, you know, kind of reliant on alliances. But I've changed that, and I said to, like, if you want a strip, just contact me and we'll get a proper strip. But otherwise, I'll fuck you up. That's as simple as it is if you're unallianced. You know, we can get a strip from everybody. You can see Inner Peace is NWO, Girls Power is NWO, but for example, other guilds like Zombie Killers. Zombie Killers were LGX, I believe, not entirely sure, don't get me wrong. I don't know every single guild and their alliance, so if I'm wrong, just comment in the comments down below. And yeah, we got strips from pretty much every fucking alliance, you know. And here's Eternality, we also, they also won from us, you know, of course, because this is like, they were jamming. And we also won from Unity, wow. And yeah, I wasn't on a lot, but the last Y, we actually had to push back in top 25, so Mr. Areodown decided to buy a rainbow together with his girl, Adelia? No, I just want to say Adele, actually. Yeah, there you go. That's 1 million points for them both, almost at least. And yeah, here's the top 10, I guess, the Goonies. Now, I'm not entirely sure about the Goonies, honestly. I'm quite unsure on whether the Goonies, I don't know. I don't want to say either Family of Honor or NWO. I don't want to be this bitch that says, like, I'm sure about it, but let me know. Is the Goonies NWO or Family of Honor? Because I've seen a post, but I couldn't really see if it was Family of Honor, and I'm not willing to look it up, because I wanna make sure that I get this right one day, that I get 10 out of 10 top 10 guilds and their right alliance. Supernatural 3 is definitely NWO. Big shout out to Oscar from Supernatural. You know, he's an amazing guy. You know, honestly. Gambit's Paradise, LGX. Not entirely sure, but last time I saw them, LGX, I believe. Tectonic Tintons. I know of this guild, but I can't place it honestly. French Family. These guys were, and no, don't want to say that out loud. I believe We Stand United or NWO. Not entirely sure. Don't Touch Me There was TFO slash... Don't Touch Me There was an all-alliance run, I believe. Because I was invited to this run, but I decided to say no. I decided to pass on it. Because I was already in 2 runs and I didn't want to run another run. Because, you know, if you are already in 2 runs, you're like, hey, I need to make the minimums on that. And then you're like all over the place. And that's not something that you want to happen. Join Us Guild. Oh fuck, this one is a long time ago that I've last seen this. I don't know anymore, honestly, from this one. Never Again, also don't know this one. Oaken Shields was We Stand United. And Gamers United is... There's a lot of guilds that I actually don't fucking know, holy crap. Or actually, I know all these guilds, but I don't know their alliance properly. Gamers United... Can somebody just fucking put the top 10 in the comments down below and their alliance, because I know some of you guys actually have a fucking alliance list in your fucking head for some damn reason. And I'm not really saying that it's a bad thing, but it's like, why the fuck would you? Why the fuck would you have all these guilds and their alliances in their heads, you know? I'm trying to do this from the top of my head just because it'll make the video somewhat more interesting, you know, and somewhat more triggering for some people, because when I say that something is LGX and it's not LGX, then people are getting triggered. I love triggering people for some damn reason. FIFA Lab Pack, Evil Orange, One Gilded Fight, OSP, Death Disciples. The French Survive unfortunately didn't make it. Kuma back in there in the top 25. Adonis Hunters, Town of Ghost. This is a new guild, I believe, honestly, because I've never seen this one so far high up before. I've never seen this one before, actually. Snow Wolf, the Red Legion, of course, the guild that I was in. You know, honestly, being indie is the best choice I've made in the last 5 years of playing this game. Honestly. Joining an alliance, it wasn't bad at first, but after that it just goes downhill as soon as you see the politics coming. Cadillac Hustlers, Land of Snow, never heard of this guild before either, but they have a lot of losses. Ohana. Ohana family was indie as well, I believe. I mean, I saw a couple tags that said they were indie or something. I saw Ghostie's account saying, hey, indie family, Ohana, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not entirely sure. Maybe they run with the We Stand United or something. Not entirely sure. Crazy 8080s, and unfortunately, Supernatural didn't make it by 49k, and that's absolutely nothing, honestly. It's really nice to see that such a small family such as Supernatural can actually get, or almost get, 2 guilds in top 25. It just shows that how many hitters they actually have, because it's also they get filled by the Alliance, but it's also like they have their own big hitters, you know? I mean, Perla, Oscar, Doman, I believe that's the leadership already. And unfortunately, Supernatural got kicked out. I don't know how they actually did this, because Crazy 8080s and Supernatural are both the last 2 indie families in NWO. And one of them had to get pushed out, because we made a 1.5 million Y in the last one, because we didn't want to get pushed out of top 25. This was a free-to-play run, basically to just show our dominance already, you know? to show that we can already put ourselves on the leaderboard without any effort at all. And honestly, if you just buy a rainbow, of course it's going to be easy. And if you make 1 million, of course it's going to be even easier. Because Area did like one out of the 1 million points of these 8 million points. That's a fuck ton. And yeah, you can also see that we didn't really have a lot of wars. You know, I mean, compared to other guilds that are in here, you know, like let's just say Crazy 8080s. Oh wait, they have is that like, yeah, that's 31 wars. Okay, we have 31 wars too. Okay, so they were basically going for free to play 2 or something. Or Hana, for example, they have like 52 battles. You know, and you can clearly see that Snow Wolves, for example, and the Red Legion, as well as Crazy 80s and Supernatural also, they just, if they did the exact same schedule as we did, we did like a war, then an hour break, then another war. And I believe that's the same thing that they did. That's how you can easily get top 25 free to play, by the way. Or much easier, to say the least. And yeah, like, I love this, actually. And yeah, let me know in the comments down below about what I was right about and what I was wrong about, because I believe I actually didn't really do this properly. But this guild, by the way, isn't even max. Look at this. It's not even max. And we went with 38 people. This is for... how do you say this properly? This was a recruitment run, basically. If you hear any background noise, that's me sitting on a chair. I usually stand up, but for the latest videos I have to sit down, otherwise it's just hurting too much with my IBD, you know, my intestine bowel disorder or something. I don't fucking know what it was called, but okay. You know, and they aren't even maxed. You know, they still need 400 million, or actually 300 million, excuse me. Stop it. And I love it, honestly, that we can... This was a recruitment run, you know. As soon as the run ends, we're going to put it to level 6 and open, and we'll slowly let the people leave, you know. And the noobs will come in right away, and as soon as the others are leaving and the noobs will come in, you know, they can fill on their own. And that was the entire purpose of this run. And I love it, honestly. I love that we can do top 25 so easily. As labeled unallianced. You know, I don't want to trigger anybody by keep saying indie, because I feel like it's not completely indie as you still work together, you know, but I'll just stick to unallianced for now. So guys, that was it for this episode. Let me know in what guild you came. Maybe you came in top 10, maybe you came in top 25. We'll see about that. You know, I also have a free-to-play run next raid, and I'm also in the Terrible Bones retirement run next week. And yeah, I have like runs scheduled for the next couple weeks, I guess. Like 2 runs each damn time. And do I love it? Yes. And am I trying to keep it as no mints? Yes, because otherwise it would just be too much for me. But guys, thank you so much for watching as usual. Smash that like button if you enjoyed. If you can hear on my actual commentary that it's sounding different right now, I can say that ever since I went unallianced, ever since I got kicked or / left out of NWO, I'm having much more fun. I'm having much more fun with all the people that that are under my wing, I guess you could say. I'm having much more and I have been asking that to the other guilds as well, you know, to the other guild masters. How do you feel about being indie so far? And they are like, I thought it was going to be hard at first, but as it seems, it doesn't. It's not hard at all. You know, it's actually quite fun to be indie or / unalliance. Sorry, Vodka, if you're getting triggered by this. I don't even know if Vodka's watching me properly right now, but we'll see about that soon enough, won't we? But guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm having fun with this game again. Honestly. This has been the best decision I actually had to make going unalliance. And it's so much fun right now. You know, I'm having much more fun. I'm actually smiling throughout the entire video. And back when I was in an alliance, and it doesn't really necessarily have to be NWO. It can also be TFO. It's not really, I'm not really bashing on these alliances. At least I'm trying not to be. But it's like, from my perspective, it wasn't fun because you were under rules of bullshittery, and now you're not. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't yet. I can also give you my view as an indie guild or an alliance guild right now. And Eternality came in top 150. Usually we do top 200, but we got even better. We did even better than we usually do. And Shadows of Eternity did like top 250 or something. But hey, that's for another video. There were a lot of people inactive in Shadows of Eternity. But guys, thank you so fucking much for watching. Smash that like button if you enjoyed, for the 4th time in this video. So just keep liking that button. Just keep raping it, okay? Just keep replaying the like, okay? And it won't work. It won't get me much more likes or something. But guys, thank you so fucking much for watching. And I hope to see you all again next time.